Good morning, students. See what we were studying in the earlier videos. We were studying the self-management skills. Okay. Then in the self-management skills, what we studied? We studied about initiative, organization, and then accountability. In the initiative, we were studying. We studied initiative. Then in organizational skills, we were studying some organizational skills. In that, we are going to begin with now time management. See children, time management refers to managing time effectively so that the right time is allocated to the right activity. Effective time management allows individuals to assign specific time slots to activities as per their importance. Means you should do the activities as per the importance and as per the time. So following steps are going to help you in managing your time in the best possible way. First step is what? How to manage your work in time. First is what? Planning. An important part of time management is planning. So in order to control your workload, it is important to learn to plan each day, week, month and a year. Or every time you should be realistic in estimating the time to accomplish the task. Whenever you have got any task, you should allocate some time that within this much time I have to complete this, as it will help you to create effective planning. When you follow your plan, you are more organized. Every time whenever you see that you are doing your work according to your timetable, you will feel what? You will feel more organized. A good work plan enables you to start being realistic about how much work you can take on, how much time it will take, and what activities will it involve. For example, if you get your exam date sheet, see when your exams are going to come nearby, you get your date sheet from the school. Accordingly, what happens, as soon as you get your date sheet, you start or you prepare a study plan. You make some strategy that you have to now study accordingly to the date sheet. What you do, you write down many exams, write down how many exams you have and the days on which you have to take the exam. This everything you write down properly. Then you organize your time accordingly, and then you may want to give some exams more study time than others. You know which subject you need to prepare more, you have to give more time to that particular subject. So according to the time you are doing your task. Then is next is estimate the time required for each task. Be realistic in estimating the time required to accomplish the task, as it helps you to plan. See, whenever you accomplish or you define something that मतलब आप कुछ estimate करते हो कि you have to do this much work in time, you have to be very realistic. Why? Because then only it will help you to plan effectively. Okay. For example, if you are participating in a debate competition, estimate how much research time do you need. Fine. So how long will it take you to write it, proofread it and practice it? You do these things or not? No. And next is prioritize and schedule. Prepare your schedule to accommodate the planned task with other activities. Write down the important activities that need to be done in a single day against the time that should be allocated to each activity. Prioritize your tasks based on importance and urgency while preparing your schedule. For example, consider your school calendar for exams. Okay. Weekly and daily assignments you are getting. School events are also there in your school calendar. Family special events, friends birthdays. See if you can accommodate all of them. And if you cannot, then choose which one are more important and which one you can forego. कौन सी चीज़ important है that you can attend and which is not important that you can forego. Make weekly and daily to-do list accordingly. Every time you should make some weekly list कि इस वीक में मुझे कौन कौन से सब्जेक्ट की तैयारी करनी है या इस वीक में मुझे कौन कौन सी एक्टिविटीज़ करनी है. Not only studies, you need to do different activities also. Then learn to say no. Always refer to your schedule and to-do list before committing to new projects. Whenever you are you have been assigned some new projects, you should see your to-do list. Means आपके पास उतना time है कि नहीं है. Then only you do some commitment. Commitment मतलब you should say yes or no to someone. One of the reasons we become overloaded is that we have a tendency to say yes when people ask us to do the things. अगर आपसे कोई कुछ बोलता है ना, प्लीज़ मेरा ये होमवर्क कर दो, या मेरा इंग्लिश का काम कर दो, या मेरा मैथ्स का काम कर दो, what do you think? Yeah, ना, she is my friend, I will definitely say yes. But that is wrong. Whenever you want to say yes to someone, what you should do? First you should see how much work you have and how much time you have. If you are able to complete your work in your own time, then only you try to say yes. Otherwise you should be ready, or you should learn to say no. When people ask us to do the things, learn to say no if your schedule does not allow taking on new responsibility. It is one of the golden rules of time management. If you find it hard to say no, think about the negative consequences of always saying yes. Analyze what task you will have to postpone. If you say yes and if you are not having time, so you will have to see कि कौन कौन से टास्क आपको अपना पोस्टपोन करना पड़ेगा ताकि आप दूसरों की न्यू रिक्वेस्ट को फुलफिल कर सको. ठीक है. सो टू फुलफिल द न्यू रिक्वेस्ट एंड हाउ इट विल अफेक्ट योर बिगर गोल. Spending the right time on right activity. Set a time limit to complete the task. If you set a time constraint on a particular task, it will make you to be more focused and efficient. For example, instead of working on a project and thinking of doing it until it's done, set a limit of say 5 hours. अगर आप किसी प्रोजेक्ट पे काम कर रहे हो या you are making some activity or some project, and if you are not able to complete it, what you should do? You should set a time limit that within 2 days or within 5 days or within 5 hours I have to complete this task. Next is what? Scoring. If your response to all the above statement is no, see, the scoring is what? This is about the activity zone. See, what is this activity? You have to evaluate time management. Identify which statements are befitting you with the most. Which statement is befitting you? You will put a tick mark against it. I am late for functions or appointments. I miss the appointments. See children, this you have to do it of your own. Read this and accordingly put the mark, tick the marks. So if your response to all the above statement is no, then you seem to have a good time management skill. If your response to some statement is I don't know, then you seem to lack awareness about your time management. Suppose आपने I don't know पे ज़्यादा टिक कर दिया है, तो क्या होगा? You have to see, you have to means you are having a lack of awareness about your time management. Speak to people who know you well and find out what they think about your time management skills. If your response to any of the above is yes, then that is the specific aspect of time management you need to work on. Next part is what? Accountability. See children, accountability is a vital component of self-management. अकाउंटेबिलिटी और रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दोनों वर्ड सिमिलर हैं, ठीक है, बट उन दोनों के दे बोथ आर इंटर रिलेटेड टू ईच अदर, बट देयर मीनिंग विल कम इन अ डिफरेंट वे. सी, बट दे डोंट मीन द सेम थिंग. Accountability and responsibility are interrelated, but they don't mean the same thing. The main difference between responsibility and accountability is that responsibility can be shared. Responsibility जो है हम लोग शेयर कर सकते हैं, while accountability is personal. We say no, you are accountable for it. Means उस काम के लिए आप accountable हो, मतलब आप जिम्मेदार हो. So you cannot share the accountability. Responsibility for a task may be assigned to you by someone else, like a teacher or a parent. But being accountable means being answerable to your actions. रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आपको किसकी होगी? टीचर अगर होमवर्क देती है या पेरेंट्स कोई काम देते हैं तो उसके लिए आप रिस्पॉन्सिबल हो. अकाउंटेबल मतलब यू आर आंसरेबल फॉर योर एक्शंस. आपने कोई काम किया है, कोई टास्क आपको मिला है या आपने कोई एक्शन किया है, सो यू आर आंसरेबल. सपोज आपने किसी के साथ मारपीट कर ली है, क्लास में फाइटिंग कर ली है, सो यू आर अकाउंटेबल. मीन्स यू हैव टू आंसर फॉर योर एक्शंस. It is the mindset where a person is expected to take ownership of his actions and not to blame other people or events for delays, failures and incompletion. Accountability develops the following characteristics. Accountability, you develop this following characteristics. Avoiding procrastination. अब procrastination क्या होता है? Procrastination is defined as the avoidance of doing a task that needs to be completed. मतलब कोई काम आपको मिला हुआ हो और आप उसको नहीं करने के लिए अवॉइड करो, मीन्स यू डोंट वांट टू डू दैट टास्क, ठीक है ना. सो प्रोक्रास्टिनेशन मीन्स अवॉइडेंस ऑफ डूइंग अ टास्क. कोई काम आपको मिला है, आप उसको करना नहीं चाह रहे हो एंड दैट नीड्स टू बी अकम्प्लिश, उसको करना ज़रूरी है. प्रोक्रास्टिनेशन इज चूजिंग अ डिफरेंट, यूजुअली लेस इंपॉर्टेंट एंड एन्जॉयबल टास्क. समझ में आया? प्रोक्रास्टिनेशन क्या मतलब होता है? इट इज़ चूजिंग अ डिफरेंट, यूजुअली लेस इंपॉर्टेंट एंड कोई ऐसा काम, मान लो पढ़ाई नहीं करनी है आपको, जो इंपॉर्टेंट काम है, उसके बदले गेम खेलना है, वो ज़्यादा एन्जॉयबल टास्क है और वो लेस इंपॉर्टेंट है, तो डेफिनेटली यू आर डूइंग योर वर्क, मीन्स यू आर एन्जॉइंग योर टाइम ओवर देयर टू अवॉइड डूइंग एन अनप्लेजेंट एंड मोर डिफिकल्ट टास्क. मोर डिफिकल्ट टास्क तो डेफिनेटली आपके सामने पढ़ाई होगा, एक तरफ देखो मोबाइल पे गेम खेलना हो गया और एक तरफ पढ़ाई करना हो गया, ठीक है. सो हाउएवर प्रोक्रास्टिनेशन नॉट ओनली रिजल्ट्स इन लॉस ऑफ प्रोडक्टिविटी. लॉस ऑफ प्रोडक्टिविटी मतलब अगर आप प्रोक्रास्टिनेशन वाले काम, मीन्स इफ़ यू आर प्रोक्रास्टिनेशन में आप काम कर रहे हो तो यू विल लूज लॉस ऑफ प्रोडक्टिविटी, मीन्स यू विल नॉट डू एनी गुड वर्क, बट इट ऑल्सो ऑफन रिजल्ट्स इन गिल्ट एंड लॉस ऑफ सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस. अगर आप 4 घंटे तक हाथ में फ़ोन पे लेके मोबाइल पे गेम खेलते बैठोगे, पबजी खेलोगे, तो व्हाट विल हैपन, आपकी प्रोडक्टिविटी एकदम कम हो जाएगी, ठीक है. और गेम खेलने के बाद आपके माइंड में गिल्ट भी होगा, अरे मैंने इतनी देर गेम खेल दिया. सो डेफिनेटली आपका सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस भी कम हो जाएगा. सो यू कैन अडॉप्ट द फॉलोइंग स्ट्रैटेजीज टू अवॉइड प्रोक्रास्टिनेशन. ओके, व्हाट यू शुड डू, एक्नॉलेज दैट यू आर प्रोक्रास्टिनेटिंग. द मियर एक्नॉलेजमेंट हेल्प्स इन कर्बिंग इट. कर्बिंग इट मतलब स्टॉप करना, कोई भी बुरी चीज़ को स्टॉप करना, दैट इज़ द मीनिंग ऑफ कर्बिंग इट. सो हमेशा एक्नॉलेज करना दैट यू आर प्रोक्रास्टिनेटिंग इट. रेफर टू योर टू डू लिस्ट एंड रिमाइंड योर सेल्फ ऑफ योर बिगर गोल. ऑलवेज रेफर टू योर टू डू लिस्ट, मीन्स आपकी टू डू लिस्ट में क्या है, होमवर्क करना, मैथ्स के सम्स सॉल्व करना, दैट इज़ योर बिगर गोल. It is advisable to keep your to-do list displayed where you can see it often. टू डू लिस्ट जो होती है ना, अपने रूम के दरवाजे पे या दीवार पे या कबर्ड पे उसको चिपका के रखो, विच विल ऑलवेज रिमाइंड यू दैट नाउ यू हैव टू डू दिस टास्क. रेफर टू योर टू डू लिस्ट ऑफन. प्रॉमिस टू रिवॉर्ड योर सेल्फ आफ्टर कंप्लीशन ऑफ द टास्क. मेक इट अ हैबिट ऑफ स्केड्यूलिंग योर मोर लेबोरियस टास्क बिफोर मोर एन्जॉयबल टास्क. जो आपकी हैबिट होती है ये आपके स्केड्यूल में बना लो कि जो बहुत ज़्यादा लेबोरियस टास्क है वो पहले करना है, और एन्जॉयबल टास्क जैसे गेम खेलना उसको आप बाद में खेलो, बट पहले क्या करो, अपने लेबोरियस जॉब करो जो आपको पढ़ाई करना है, सो दैट यू कैन कंप्लीट देम बिफोर योर एनर्जी लेवल गोज डाउन इन द डे. देखो पहले ही अगर गेम खेल लोगे तो डेफिनेटली आपका एनर्जी लेवल एकदम कम हो जाएगा, और पहले पढ़ लोगे तो उसके बाद यू कैन ईजिली प्ले फॉर हाफ एन आवर और फॉर 1 आवर. ओके. Also, the attraction of doing enjoyable activities will motivate you to finish the difficult task in time. Then adopting problem solving attitude. Always you should adopt what? Problem solving. Problem solving मतलब आपको सोचना चाहिए कि नहीं, I can do this work. A problem solving attitude is a must in every area of life. Life के किसी भी area में ये attitude हमेशा रखना है, ना कि not only as a student, when you grow up also. Despite all the planning, you may face hardships, obstructions, delays, and failures in your life. When such hindrances occur, it is natural for people to get into a problem-centered mindset. People try to find the source of the problem and blame other people or events for the delay or failure. जब भी हमारे साथ प्रॉब्लम आती है तो क्या करते हैं हम लोग, हमेशा बहाना ढूंढते हैं या हम लोग इसको ब्लेम कर देते हैं, अरे बिकॉज ऑफ यू दिस प्रॉब्लम हैज़ अकर्ड, और वी ऑल्सो फाइंड आउट द रीजन्स फॉर द डिले और फेलियर. हाउएवर, प्रॉब्लम सेंटर्ड माइंडसेट डज नॉट हेल्प अस टू अचीव एनीथिंग. ऑन द अदर हैंड, अ सोल्यूशन सेंटर्ड एटीट्यूड हेल्प वन टू फोकस ऑन द पॉसिबल सोल्यूशंस, which not only lifts the spirit but also resolves the problem and helps you to move towards success. Next point is managing your own emotions. So next class I am going to continue from this point. Okay, so managing your own emotions I will continue from this point. Till that time, how much I have taught you, students, please read the chapter, and thank you for watching. Goodbye and take care.